Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we have some new potential updates to take a look at for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC, some really cool theories, all that stuff for the Generation 9 games. We also have some big news about the next Nintendo Switch console and also the current Switch console. A lot of stuff to talk about today, so if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's take a look at the newest theories and rumors and stuff like that for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. So this was originally tweeted out by Soul Silverart, and they're talking about the third legendary here and the link with Glimmora. So yeah, Soul Silverart saying, so what if Glimmora is the third legendary Pokemon? Maybe the third legendary Pokemon is a paradox of Glimmora, or an alternative form, or even an evolution. Maybe Glimmora are parts of the third legendary, or extensions of it. Just wild theories, but the little crystal eyes behind glass got me thinking. So we already know from like leaks and stuff that the third legendary has like this sort of face, or this face is somehow linked to the third legendary. You know, we know it's behind terrestrialization. That's not even a leak anymore. That was literally, it says that in the games, in like the kind of third legendary documents in the lab. But yeah, this is some sort of like link to the third legendary. And as you can see, the eyes are, I mean, I guess a tiny bit similar. I guess you could see that this is like, I don't know, a pissed off Glimmora or something like that. We also have this as well, saying when the Pokemon detects danger, it will open up its crystalline petals and fire beams from its conical body. And then in Violet, it says Glimmora's petals are made of crystallized poison energy. It has recently become evident that these petals resemble Terra Jewels. And obviously, we know that the third legendary is behind terrestrialization and stuff like that. So it kind of, you know, you can see the links there and stuff like that. We also have the back of Glimmora as well, and then this is of course the big kind of thing at the end. So you can kind of see some similarities there as well between these two Pokemon. Also, we know the third legendary is like the disc Pokemon, and I guess you could kind of say that it also resembles like the disc reader as well. This is from the other theory that we already covered, so I won't cover that again. But yeah, we already went over that. And then also goes on to say there's also the Sundial, Mega Stone, Z Crystals, and Shard connections. Also, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet plot singling out Glimmora in a cutscene as an Area 0 specific Pokemon, and the Gita has one. Game Freak has been doing a lot of hinting with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so I don't think that cutscene is random. So yeah, we have Glimmora here, which obviously 6 petals, and then that's the same as the secret weapon. Again, I don't know, it could be some sort of like link to the secret weapon. And again, this is all if we're going back to Kalos. If there's absolutely no Kalos DLC in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, this is obviously all just rendered mute. But if there is Kalos DLC, then again, this could be a bit of a link to it. But again, there's still a lot of theories that the secret weapon created Area 0, and it very well could have. I mean, the actual secret weapon itself and all this stuff is literally like a crystallized thing, which is of course the whole terrestrializing situation. So that obviously happened in Kalos. You can see the similarities between the back of Glimmora and this weapon. And also, yeah, Nemona saying there's a Pokemon LA Primera users. I didn't know that species could be found in the Great Crater. So yeah, again, they're using Glimmora, which again also kind of attaches itself to the kind of sides of Area 0 as well. I'm sure you've noticed that when you go into Area 0, Glimmora seems attracted to the sides and like sticks itself to it. So maybe Glimmora isn't the third legendary, but maybe it's used to like power up the third legendary or something like that. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting that that's the only Pokemon that attaches itself to the walls of Area 0. And again, a lot of people believe that the Area 0 is the third legendary, and that the third legendary is like controlling everything that happens there. So it would make sense that, you know, this Pokemon is attracted to this like crystallized, terrestrialized third legendary Pokemon. I don't know, just a bit of food for thought there, but definitely can see the connections and stuff. And then also goes on to say there's still a lot to be discovered. Here are theories to be made, but I hope you enjoyed a quick Happy New Year 2023 theory. Then we also have this person, Lumio's post, saying I could see it being related to the third legendary in the same way. Carbink and Diancie, perhaps they will even give us a term for the phenomena that causes this change. Maybe that's why Diancie and Carbink are coded in. And yeah, that's the most rational theory. Because yeah, if you didn't know, Diancie and Carbink are both in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's home kind of like update. You can kind of understand Diancie and stuff, but Carbink, why? It's not a legendary, it's not a mythical, it's not a starter, it's not a form, it's just a Pokemon. I know it's linked to Diancie, but in regards to like the actual Pokemon itself, it isn't anything crazy. So yeah, the fact that we have like Carbink and Diancie both in the game, maybe they use that as like an explanation to kind of talk about Glimmora and the third legendary, or just the third legendary as a whole. But either way, really interesting theory there from Soul Silver Art. Definitely I definitely think there is some sort of connection as well, but again, we definitely know that this is something to do with the third legendary, so we'll have to wait and see what unfolds there. Next up, we have some new Pokemon Center art for the Generation 9 legendaries. So this was also tweeted out by Soul Silver Art saying, new Pokemon Center art for the win. What a pair of legendaries these are, both such great designs and the ones with the most personality too. Love them in this art. So yeah, we got some new Koraidon and Miraidon art for the Pokemon Center, obviously for 2023 and stuff like that. Again, a lot more Dream World art is kind of being revealed for Generation 9 Pokemon. But this is just some really cool artwork anyway for the Pokemon Center. Moving on, we actually have some big updates about the Nintendo Switch. Now, these are just rumors, so take them with a grain of salt. This isn't confirmed, but it seems to be getting like more legit as the days go on. But anyway, we have Centro leaks here saying, according to rumors that are intensifying by the day, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is of course the new Breath of the Wild Legend of Zelda game, is one of Nintendo's final big games for the Nintendo Switch, and now most development teams are focused on the successor. We think that this is very likely true. Just like the 3DS on its final years, we will start seeing more remasters / remakes and smaller franchises this and next year as the transition of the next platform begins internally. Also a reminder that this is specifically for Nintendo's internal development teams. Game Freak / anything Pokemon is not one of them, though we believe / predict that only one main series Pokemon game left to be released for the Nintendo Switch. And then that's just talking about Pikmin. But yeah, I don't think Pikmin's like a massive project. But yeah, this just kind of adds fuel to the fire that this next Nintendo kind of console is on its way. But at the same time, we covered the whole Nintendo Switch Pro thing not too long ago, and they said don't expect it this year. So we might get like an announcement, but we might get the actual new Nintendo console next year. And again, if we don't get another big Pokemon game this year, then again, we might not even get another Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch. Like, we're getting the DLC, we're probably going to get like Detective Pikachu 2, but in regards to like a new Legends game or a Let's Go game or a remake or anything like that, like it could very well be on the next Nintendo console, which again, there's been a lot of talk about lately. But yeah, how would you feel about, you know, the last big game being Legend of Zelda, and you know, not any new big Pokemon games on the Switch? I think it'd be a bit of a weird thing, but at the same time, you know, we are expecting a new Switch console very soon. Well, not very soon, but you kind of get the idea. We also have a little bit more information about it here on My Nintendo News, saying rumor journalists claim Zelda Tears of the Kingdom could be the last major Switch game. Two British video game journalists, Christopher Dring and Andy Robinson, have stated on Twitter that they have heard from sources that the highly anticipated Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom could be the final major release for the Nintendo Switch, with the next system sellers making their debut on the Nintendo Switch's successor. While Nintendo clearly have big games in the works for the Nintendo Switch this year, including Fire Emblem Engage, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, and Pikmin 4, the journalists claim that these aren't massive system sellers on par with the likes of Zelda and Mario, etc. As always, this is a rumor, and of course, Nintendo is a highly secretive company, so who knows what they are up to. So yeah, if this is true, it means that we're not getting any more like big Mario games for this Switch. So that means, like, I don't know, maybe the next Mario Kart could literally be when the next Switch comes out, because they know how good of a game Mario Kart is in terms of like sales and stuff. So if they do want to kick off the new Nintendo console with a bang, you release a new Mario Kart game with it, because everyone's going to want to get it. So they know what they're doing. But yeah, I wouldn't expect, if this is true, any new big Mario games or anything like that, Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, or anything like that for the Nintendo Switch this year. So I don't know what that means for Pokemon's 2023 projects. And in regards to like if we're getting anything else apart from the DLC this year, again, we might get a spin-off game, because that isn't like a big game. Like, big games are more, you know, new generation, potentially a remake if it's like a well-loved generation like Unova. I think Legends Unova or a Unova remake in general would be a really good kind of big game. But yeah, I think this just means that the Switch its days are numbered. Its days are definitely numbered. But anyway, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Let me know your thoughts on this theory here. Do you think Glimmora has anything to do with the third legendary, or I think it's just a bunch of coincidence? And also, what do you think about the Switch? Yeah, basically having his days numbered. But yeah, make sure to drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. So everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.